Hello and welcome to MoneySense Mondays. This session today is for young people between the ages of 5 and 8, and we will be exploring how money can affect our feelings. My name is Lisa Lauffer and I'm the Community Banker for the Royal Bank of Scotland, and I cover Renfrewshire, Inverclyde and also North Ayrshire. Money is something that can cause people to experience lots of feelings and can impact the way that we feel. Think about a time that you've received money as a gift or a reward for something. Did it make you feel good or bad? For most people, it makes them feel happy, excited, and maybe joyful, thinking about all the things that you could buy with that money. However, sometimes our feelings can be different to what we thought they might be. For example, some people actually feel better to give money away to others rather than receiving it themselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss McPherson and I'm a primary teacher in Paisley in Scotland. If you've tuned in before, you'll know that this is our 5th session, and although we had the bank holiday off last weekend, I really miss MoneySense Mondays, so I'm delighted to be reunited with Lisa, virtually of course, to share lots of exciting activities with you all. During the session, you will need some pens and some paper. Hopefully you have these already, but if not, quickly go and collect them now. While we're waiting to make sure that everyone's ready to get started, let's say hello to some of you at home who have joined us today. So I can see that we've got Kimberly joined us. Hello to you.
We've also got, we've also got Darcy from Wolston Primary.
We've got Lucy Brown, who's 8.
And we've got Philip, age 7, from St James's Primary.
Another one from my school. We've got Louisa, who's 11, and Leo, who's 8, from Cathedral Primary. Good morning to you.
Yep. We also have Ridley. Hi there.
Super. Lots of people with us this morning, so let's just get started. Let's start by thinking about what are emotions. This is quite a tricky question, I know, and to be honest, I don't actually know if I would be able to describe them either. Lisa, could you help us out?
Yeah, well, Miss McPherson, an emotion is a feeling which can be caused by the situation that you're in or the people that you are with.
Thanks, Lisa. Now, with that in mind, I wondered if you could write a list of as many different emotions that you can think of. You can either do this on paper at home or ask a grown-up to write them in the comments for you. You might even want to draw or use emojis to show what each emotion would look like. But if you do this, make sure you write the emotion as well. You can't just send in an emoji. Off you go. While we're working hard on that at home, we're going to say good morning to our connected families. So we've got Anna and Samuel. So let's say good morning to them just now. Good morning.
Morning.
Are you excited to learn all about different emotions and how it relates to money? Yeah? Can you think of any emotions? So remember, Lisa told us that an emotion's just like a feeling. So what kind of feelings can you think about? Can you think of any? Sad. That's a good one. Sad. That means when you're unhappy, isn't it? So we've got unhappy or sad. Super. We'll come back to you soon. Let's say hello to our other connected family. We've got Charlie and Logan back with us. Good morning, boys.
Hi.
Morning.
Hi. How are you this morning?
Good.
Good. Can you think of any emotions, any feelings that you know of?
Happy, sad, worried, excited.
Wow, lots of different ones. You gave us 4 there. So we've got happy, sad, worried, excited. Lisa, I wonder if we could look at some of the comments that are coming in and see if we can get 10 altogether, if we can just get 10. So we've got 4 already, thanks to our connected families. Let's see if anyone's got any different ones.
We've got Darcy, who's also got angry.
Angry, that's a good one. Excited, worried. Worried's a good one. So I think that's us at 6. I wonder if you can come up with any other ones, any different ones to get us to 10. So we're looking for 4 more. Still lots of people saying hello to us.
We've got funny.
Funny. So that's us at 7. Linda's saying sad, but we've already had that one, so I wonder if we could get some different ones. Caring from Nicola.
Yep.
Grateful as well from Morna. So we're just waiting on one more.
Confused.
Confused. Rachel, thank you. So that's us made 10. Super. Now let's hear more from Lisa, or community banker, to tell us more about how money affects the way we feel.
Thank you, Ms. McPherson. So the way that we feel can be affected by money, and banks can help with that, with emotions when it comes to your money, by reviewing your accounts and helping customers budget better and feel more comfortable with how much they have and what they're spending their money on. If they're in debt, banks will also try and help this. We'll try and reduce the amount you're paying or how long you're paying it over, so that you can still buy the essential needs that we need, such as food or your mortgage and rent. There are many reasons also, Miss McPherson, to why people might be worried about money, such as how long things are going to take to pay back, or are they even going to be able to afford to pay that back? But we're going to cover more about this in our session later.
Super, thanks Lisa. I actually just saw a good feeling coming in. I think it was from Louise. It's disappeared off my screen now, but anxious. That was one we never thought about, so that was a great one as well. Lots and lots of people still sending in emotions that they're thinking of. So now we're going to hear a short story about two friends, Alex and Sam, who attend a birthday party together. I want you to listen carefully to the story and try and decide what some of their feelings might be. So as you can see, it's on the screen, but I'll read it as well. So Alex and Sam are playing Pass the Parcel with 10 friends at a party. The music stops when Alex is holding the parcel, so he tears off the wrapping to discover nothing but a note that says, "Try again." The music starts up again, and this time stops on Sam, who opens the next layer of paper to discover a shiny 20p piece. I want you to think about how Alex would feel and how Sam would feel. So if we skip to the next slide, that will remind you what you're doing. So how do you think Alex might feel, and how do you think Sam might feel based on that little story? And while we're waiting on you to send your comments in or write them down on paper at home, we're going to flip to we're going to flip to Anna and Sam. You first for this one to see what they think.
If somebody gives someone money for their birthday and they lost it, they'll be really sad.
Do you think they'd be sad if they got money for their birthday?
If they lost it.
Oh, if they lost it. Sorry, I missed that. So if they didn't get the 20p piece, so you're talking about Alex, because he kind of lost the game, didn't he? He didn't win the game, he didn't win the prize, he just got a wee note saying try again. So you think he would be a bit sad? Yeah, that's great, thanks. Let's see if anyone in the comments can tell us how Sam might be feeling then. So we've said Alex might be a bit sad because he didn't win, but let's see how Sam, we've got Annie saying Sam might be excited. Yeah, if you won a prize at a party, then you would be quite excited, wouldn't you?
Darcy said that Sam would feel happy.
Yeah, again, would be really happy if he'd won. Got Lucy Brown saying that Sam would be happy because he'd won, but Alex would be a bit sad because he didn't. Super. Now, I want you to think about the following. The party guests continue playing the game and the music stops once again on Sam, who wins another 20p. He must have been really lucky that day. This time, however, Sam gives the money to Alex. So he doesn't keep the 20p for himself, he gives it to Alex. So why do you think Sam might have done this? Can you leave a comment for us below? And while we're waiting for our comments to come in, we're going to join Charlie and Logan this time to see if they can tell us why they think Sam might have done this.
Sam would have done that because he had a 20p and Alex didn't, and it was a bit unfair, and that would make him feel happy. And
Super.
Alex would have to do that if he got the same thing. He probably would have done that to him.
That's great, Charlie. Thanks for that. So you're thinking that Sam might have given Alex the second 20 pence that he won just to make it a wee bit fairer, and that would actually make him feel a bit happy because he's been nice to his friend, isn't he? He's been really kind, which I saw someone say, but it's disappeared as well. So yeah, he was feeling really happy because he had been kind. Super, we'll pop back to you soon. I wonder if there's any other feelings or emotions in the comments.
We've got Leo would be happy, and Alex would also be happy for sharing.
Yep, so it means Sam was happy because he'd won, and Alex was a bit sad because he hadn't won at all. So now they're both happy. So that's turned the emotions both into positive emotions. Well done, everyone. Great work. Moving on to our next activity then. Sometimes people spend more money than they have and then end up owing someone else money. This is known as debt, and it can affect the way a person feels. What do you think someone might feel like if they are in debt? So if you have any ideas of what someone might feel like if they're in debt, can you write them down on paper or ask a grown-up to send them to us in the comments? Let's join Charlie and Logan again to see if they have any ideas.
Worried.
Yeah, you would be a bit worried, wouldn't you? Because the money that you spent didn't technically belong to you, and you have to pay it back because you can't just spend other people's money. So you'd be a wee bit worried about paying that back, wouldn't you? Any other ones that you can think of? If you can't think of any, that's fine. You gave us a great one with worried. We'll flip to Anna and Samuel and see if they've got any before we have a look at the comments.
I think Anna and Samuel's dropped off. Miss McPherson, they were having a few
have they? Okay.
just now.
That's fine. Let's have a quick look at the comments then. So we've got sad from Susan.
We've got embarrassed from Anne.
Embarrassed is a good one. You would be maybe a wee bit embarrassed, wouldn't you? Because remember, 2 weeks ago, if you joined in, we were learning about needs and wants. And if you couldn't afford all the things that you need and you had to borrow money and got yourself into debt, you might be a wee bit embarrassed about that. So that's a great one. We've got Philip saying worried, which we already had from Charlie, but he's also got anxious as well. So it would make you feel a wee bit anxious about thinking about having to pay that back.
And then we've got Alyssa who's saying scared.
Super. I think we've got some emojis that can come up on the screen that we had thought about.
So yeah, covering off some of these, Miss McPherson, they might be scared that they're not able to pay the money back. They might be sad that they're in debt in the first place. They might also feel a little bit guilty, Miss McPherson, that they've spent more money than they should have spent. They might get a bit upset that they do not have enough money to spend on essential items such as their food and bills that we learned about in our needs and wants session. And they might also feel worried that Charlie and Logan had said about how long it will take to pay that money back.
Great, thanks, Lisa. The way we think about money can impact the way we feel. Sometimes thinking differently about a situation can actually make us feel better. So even if you think it's a bit of a negative situation, try and turn it into a positive so that it makes you feel a wee bit better. We're going to learn about Mr. Jones now. So he's just a fictional character. He's not real. It's not really happened, but he has got himself into a little bit of debt. I'm going to read the 5 sentences that you can see on the screen, and I want you to think about which ones would be a good way or a bad way for Mr. Jones to think about the situation. So number 1, as you can see, is I have learnt from this experience. Number 2, I am silly for owing someone money. Number 3, I have a plan to pay back all the money I owe. Number 4, I hate that other people have more money than me. And number 5, I now have the skills to keep track of my money in the future. So what I want you to do is write your answers for statements 1 to 5 on paper or ask a grown-up to type them for us in the comments, letting us know which ones you think are good ways of thinking and which ones are not good ways of thinking. And we're going to join Charlie and Logan then to see if they have any ideas.
The good ones are 1, 3, and 5.
Why don't you say the bad ones, 2 and 4?
The bad ones are 2 and 4.
So you think the good ways of thinking are 1, 3, and 5. So let's remind ourselves. Number 1 was, I have learnt from this experience. Number 3 was, I have a plan to pay back all the money I owe. And number 5 was, I know the skills to keep track of my money in the future. So that's all really good ways of thinking, isn't it? Great, Charlie. And Logan, you told us that number 2 and number 4 were kind of bad ways of thinking, not really nice ways of thinking about it, a wee bit negative. So that was, I'm silly for owing someone money, and I hate that other people have more money than me. Great, thanks, boys. Lots of people agreeing with that in the comments as well, Lisa. I think everyone at home as well have got that 1, 3, and 5 were the good ways of thinking about it, and 2 and 4 were a wee bit more negative in terms of thinking about it. And as you can see on the screen, they've been popped into the correct categories.
Yep, everyone at home is getting them right, Miss McPherson, so well done, everyone. Also, learning about money, such as how we save and keep money safe, as we have done over the past few weeks if you've been watching us. If not, you can still watch us on catch up. As well as what makes us feel good and bad about money will hopefully help you feel more confident about managing your money in the future.
Well, it's my favourite time now, Lisa. It's quiz time. So we're going to try a quick 4-question quiz to see what you've learnt today. You can write your answers down on paper, or as usual, comment them below for us to see before we reveal the correct answers. Lisa, let's see who's really been listening today.
Yeah.
So number 1, as you can see on the screen, is what is an emotion? So at the very beginning, before we thought about all the different emotions that we knew of, Lisa told us what an emotion was. So can you think back and tell us what is an emotion? I wonder who can be first to tell us in the comments. That's a bit of a tricky one. I found that one hard. Remember, I had to ask for Lisa's help. So I wonder if you remember. Oh, I think we've got Nicola Brown has said it is a feeling. That's right. It's just a feeling caused by a situation that we're in or the people that we are with. Good. We've got Darcy coming in with how you feel inside as well. Philip, how you feel? Super. Lots of people know the answers.
Yep.
It's one of the times where one person sends in the comment and then they all start coming in. Number 2, how might people feel when they give money? So if people give money to someone else, how might that make that person feel? Let's see who can be first. You could have different kind of feelings when you give someone money. So we might have some different answers this time. Nicola, again, she's on the ball this morning. She said good. So it will make you feel good if you give money to other people, maybe for like a birthday, or like we heard with the story with Alex and Sam.
So Philip
and Philip as well saying happy. Yep, super. Feel good. Yeah, of course it would make them feel good. Kind from Darcy, that's a good one. So they might feel kind because of sharing. Lisa, can you think of any other ones?
So it might make you feel generous because you're giving money to other people. It's thoughtful. So it's a thoughtful feeling that you're giving away your money to someone else as well. And the others have already been covered, Miss McPherson, such as being kind, happy, good. Those are all good answers.
Super. And we've got a wee comment that came in there, thankful. But I think that would be for the other person. So you would have feelings on both sides as well, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Let's try number 3 then. What is debt? So if someone gets into debt, what does that mean? We just spoke about that in our last activity, so hopefully that's a wee bit more in your memory. Don't need to think back as long. Let's see who will be first this time for this one. Can you remember what debt is?
So yep, is when you
Super. Yep. Debt is borrowing money and then you have to pay it back from Philip as well. Darcy along the same line. When you owe money and then if you've not got enough, that's when you get into debt. Super. And our last one then, how might a person feel if they're in debt? So how might you feel if you're in debt? And we'll flip to Charlie and Logan to see if they can give us the answer for this one. If they can.
Can we get Charlie and Logan, Eric? No?
No.
Nope, so we'll just go to the comments just now, Miss McPherson.
Hopefully people have got them in.
So we've got Hazel who's saying sad.
Yeah, we've got Philip saying they would feel worried.
Yeah, we've got Louise who's saying embarrassed.
Got Lucy saying they might feel a wee bit angry. So they might be a wee bit angry at themselves. Yeah.
Darcy's saying anxious and scared.
Super. Lots of emotions and feelings if a person got themselves into debt, and lots of the ones that we had already covered as well. So that's great. Well done. I think there's been lots of great listening this morning. We're now going to finish off with some quick quiz questions. So this is some time in the session to answer some of your fantastic questions about money. We're so lucky to have Lisa with us, and she's got a great expertise. So it's a great opportunity for you to ask some questions to her. Usually we would flip to Charlie and Logan or one of our connected families. Oh, they're back. Super. Do you have a question for Lisa this morning?
Yeah. Who would you talk to if you were worried about money?
So who would you talk to? So you would talk to a grown-up that you trust, Charlie. So anyone that you trust as a grown-up, you could talk to them, and then they would obviously speak with you. And if they needed anything else, then they could go into the bank with you and talk to the bank as well. But the first thing you could do is talk to a family member or a friend that you trust, and they'll be able to help you.
Okay. Thank you.
Super, thank you. We're still waiting for some questions at home to come in. So if you have any questions, then feel free to pop them in the comments and we'll try and read them out for Lisa to answer.
I think we've still got quite a few emotions coming through from the how you would feel.
Okay, I'm just trying to refresh now. Oh, here, Lucy Brown, if you are in debt, how would you survive?
So that's a good question, Lucy. So when you're in debt, the best thing to do is talk about it so that you can make a plan on how to get yourself out of debt. And the best way of doing that is, like I said to Charlie and Logan, is speak to a family friend or a grown-up, a parent that knows about money. Then they can go into your bank and they would help you structure a plan on how to pay back your debt as well as buy the essential needs that you need to live.
Super, thanks, Lisa. We've got Alexandra, age 5, who wants to know, oh, it's just disappeared. What do you do if you run out of money?
Good question, Alexandra. If you do run out of money, it's not a real bad thing. You can always go to your bank and see if you can borrow some money if you need to survive. And by that, I mean pay your rent or mortgage, buy your food and pay your bills. This is a good one for if you've run out of money but you've spent it on things that you want rather than the things that you need, then maybe you have to budget a little bit better and make a plan to ensure that next month you've got enough money at the end of it.
Super. Got Darcy, who's 8 from Ralston Primary, wants to know if it's hard to budget.
Good question, Darcy. Now, for me, I love to budget, so I don't find it hard because I've been doing it for so long. But when you're starting off budgeting, it's good to make out a plan and a list of how much you have and what you need to buy in priority. So if you're going to the shops and you need your breakfast, you need your milk, your cereal, break it down so that you know how much each thing is going to cost, and always ensure that you maybe put a little bit aside for your savings for when you want to buy something bigger. But the best part of budgeting is planning.
Fantastic advice, Lisa. Thank you. We've got Ridley asking, how do you get out of debt? So if you get yourself into a wee bit of debt, how do you get out of it? Good
question, Ridley. The best thing, obviously, is when you're a grown-up and you are in debt, the best thing to do is speak to your bank or Citizens Advice, and they'll work out how much money you're in debt and how long it will take to pay it back. And that'll depend on how much you can afford out of your monthly salary to pay back, and then you work that out. So sometimes it can take a year, sometimes it can take 5 years. But the thing to remember is that not all debt is bad debt.
Super, thanks. We've got Paul asking what will happen if you don't have enough money. So maybe if you find yourself in the position where you don't have enough money, what could you do?
Yep, so you can sit in the bank and see there's lots of different options to try and help you ensure that you do have enough money to survive on. And again, citizens' advice are great. There's also online tools that you can use to say about budgeting. And then if you don't have enough, you can look at other options to try and help you. But that's all down to your bank and your own personal circumstances.
And I think the last one, we've got Annie asking, where does money come from?
Okay, so it depends on your notes and coins. So we covered this, I think, in week 2, where we obviously get all our money from the Royal Mint and the Bank of England. They're the ones that produce all the money in big factories, and then they send it off to our cash centres, and then our cash centre sends it off to the branches and your shops, and that's how we end up getting the money.
Thanks, Lisa, and thank you to all you at home for some really interesting questions. We're sorry if we didn't get to answer all the questions. If you posted a question and we didn't get to answer it, we're really sorry about that, but we're running out of time. We need to get ready for the next session. But maybe you could post it again next week and we'll try and get it answered then.
Yep, sounds good. So also, Miss McPherson, just a wee top tip for everyone at home to feel good about money. So forgive yourself for making money mistakes. And do not compare yourself to other people, because everyone is different and everyone has different circumstances. And praise yourself when you make good money choices.
Great tips, Lisa, thanks. It's so important that we realise that making mistakes is just all a part of learning, and that we are kind to ourselves, especially at this time.
Definitely. And to increase your understanding about money and feelings, why not visit the MoneySense website and have a go at some of our fun games, quizzes, even watch some videos relating to money. There are even some helpful articles and downloadable resources for your parents and grown-ups too.
Sounds like lots of fun. Thank you all for joining us and for all your hard work during today's session. We hope you enjoyed participating, and we look forward to seeing you next MoneySense Monday, when we'll be learning all about my favourite thing, I can't wait, going shopping. In the next session, we're going to continue learning about how money can affect our feelings, emotions and well-being for children aged 8 to 12. Have a great day, take care and stay safe. Bye.
Bye. Hello and welcome to MoneySense Mondays. This session today is for young people between the ages of 8 and 12, and we'll be exploring how money can affect our feelings, emotions, and also our well-being. It's a very interesting but important topic to look at. My name is Lisa Lauffer and I'm the community banker for the Royal Bank of Scotland, and I cover Renfrewshire, Inverclyde and also North Ayrshire. Money is something that can cause people to experience lots of different emotions, and it can impact our well-being. Learning better ways to manage our money is very important, as many people can find their feelings towards money challenging. For example, 1 in 5 people around the UK, that's around 20%, worry about money. We are running these sessions to try and increase money education to try and prevent young people in the future from worrying about money.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss McPherson and I'm a primary teacher in Paisley in Scotland. If you've tuned in before, you'll know that this is our 5th session now, and although I enjoyed the bank holiday last weekend, I really missed MoneySense Mondays, so I'm delighted to be reunited with Lisa, virtually of course, to share lots of exciting activities with you all. During the session, you'll need some pens and some paper, so hopefully you've already got these, but if you've not, quickly go and collect them now. And while we're waiting, to make sure that everyone's ready to get started, let's say hello to some of you at home who have joined us today. So I can see we've got Alex. Good morning to you, or good afternoon now, sorry.
We've got Ellen from Winton Primary and our daughter.
We've got Paul, who's aged 9.
We've got Joshua, who's also aged 9.
We've got Joanna, who's aged 10.
And Roberto, age 11.
And we've got Adam as well, so lots and lots of people with us this afternoon. So let's just get started. I want you to think about what is an emotion. How would you best describe what an emotion is? And while you're thinking about that at home, you can either write it down on a piece of paper or send it in the comments, and we'll say hello to our connected families while you're doing that. So I think it's just one family actually we've got today. Have you got 2? Have you got 2? So let's go to Gillian and Sophie first. Hi, how are you?
We're good, thank you.
Good. Have you got any idea what would you say an emotion is, Sophie?
There's lots of different emotions. They're like happy and sad and angry and excited and things like that.
So you're getting ahead of yourself. You're telling us examples. Super. So you can get happy, sad, excited. Good. And what are they all? What is another word for an emotion?
A feeling.
A feeling. Super.
Yeah.
Let's join our other family to say good afternoon to them as well. Hi Gracie, how are you?
Good.
Good. It's lovely to have you back with us. What about an emotion? What do you think? What would you say an emotion is?
It's the way you feel sometimes.
Yep.
Like
Super.
sometimes my sister's mean to me, so I feel sad.
I don't believe Tilly's mean.
She is.
So that makes you feel a bit sad, that would, wouldn't it? If someone's been a bit unkind and a bit mean to you, you would feel a bit sad. Super. Lovely to see you, and we'll flip back to you soon, okay? In the comments, we had sad and happy as well, but they've all disappeared. I don't know who they're from. What were you saying? Something you feel inside?
Yep.
Yep, that's actually pretty close to our dictionary definition. So the dictionary describes an emotion as a feeling which can be caused by a situation that you are in or the people that you are with. So that's great, thank you. Now, with that definition in mind, I want you to write a list of as many different emotions that you can think of. Again, you can either do this on paper, or if you're able to, post them in the comments below for us to see. And we'll flip back to Sophie to see if she can tell us any more emotions. I know she already told us some before, but I wonder if you can think of any more, Sophie.
Nervous.
Nervous is a good one, yeah.
Nervous and grateful. And
Grateful.
anxious.
Anxious, that's a really good one. That's one that came up in our first session as well. So we've got nervous, grateful, anxious. Super, thanks, Sophie. Let's go to Gracie again, and we'll see if she can come up with any different ones.
We've got content.
Content's a great one. Yep, never thought of that one myself, actually.
Happy, sad, angry, confused, nervous, and upset. The other
Oh,
ones.
you've got lots and lots. I think that's us at 10. I wonder if we could look in the comments, Lisa, and see if we can get us up to 15 since it's the older session. Thanks, Gracie.
We've got Samia who's got surprised.
We've got Kerry saying devastated. That's a good one.
Shy.
Shy, that's a good one. We've got Joanna saying excited as well. And we've got Timothy saying angry and scared. I reckon between us we've got at least 15. Well done. Now let's hear more from our community banker Lisa to tell us more about how money affects our emotions.
Certainly. Just before I do that, Miss McPherson, as you can see on the screen, there's all the different emotions that we had thought about. Now, you've covered most of them. There's a few in there that we didn't get, but they're the more tricky ones. For example, playful, relieved, cheerful. But the majority of us got all of them. We got almost 15, which is great. But back to my little part on how money can affect our emotions. So there are many reasons that people would have different emotions, and one of them was worried that quite a lot of people said, Miss McPherson. So people might be worried that they can't pay the money back or how long that it's going to take them to pay it back. But we cover this later in today's session also. But the bank itself can help people with their emotions when it comes to money by reviewing accounts and helping customers budget better to help them feel more comfortable with being able to afford all their needs and the occasional want. If they are in debt, the bank can also look at this for them and help ensure that they are paying back the money that they can afford to pay back, and it's going to be paid off in a certain term depending on how much it is. This ensures that customers are paying back their debt but still have enough money to purchase their needs such as rent, mortgage, bills, food.
That's great. Thanks, Lisa. I can just see some comments coming in that I think it's important to say. We had shocked from Alice. That's a good one. Kaylee said jealous. That's one I hadn't thought of either. And the other one that I thought was quite good was surprised. That wasn't on the screen. So thanks for all them great comments. Just now, I'm going to tell you 2 keywords. And when I do, I want you to choose one of them and write a fictional, so just a wee made up sentence about money. You can either write your ideas down on paper or, as usual, we'd love to have them in the comments below. So the 2 keywords are excited and worried. So as you can see on the screen, we have a wee emoji of an excited face and a wee emoji of a worried face. So I want you to come up with any sentence as long or as short as you want with one of these words in it. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you might want to use both words in one sentence. As a wee example, I'm going to put Lisa on the spot here and see if she can think of a sentence that has both of these words. So you're not getting the option, Lisa. You have to have both the words in it.
Okay. So I'm excited to give my little boy Louis his birthday present tomorrow, but I'm also a little bit worried that it's not what he's asked for.
Oh, that's a great sentence. And I forgot it was Louis' birthday tomorrow. Super. So I wonder if the people at home could share their sentences with us. But while we're waiting for that, we'll join. Let's go to Gracie first this time and see if she can tell us a sentence with excited or worried in it, or even both of them.
I was worried I didn't have enough money for my needs.
You're worried that you didn't have enough money to cover all of the things that you need. That's a great sentence, well done, and it's relating it to what we've learned before in our needs and wants session. Thanks, Gracie. And let's go to Sophie then and see if she can come up with a sentence for us as well.
I'm excited to spend my birthday money, but I won't. But I am worried I won't have it anyway.
Oh, that's a great one. So you've managed to fit both of them in. So you're really excited to spend your birthday money and buy yourself lots and lots of nice things, but you're a wee bit worried that you get too carried away and you spend it all and you've got none left. Super, that's a great one. Thank you. Let's have a wee look at the comments then, Lisa. Has anyone managed to get their sentence in yet?
We have Leslie Ann, who says, I was worried that I didn't have enough money to pay for things.
Yeah, that's always a worry, isn't it? That you don't have enough money to pay for everything that you need. We've got Keris saying, I'm excited to pay for my brother's birthday present, but I'm worried in case I don't have enough to buy what he exactly wants. So she's really excited to buy the present for her brother, but she's a wee bit worried that what he wants, he might have but expensive taste and she can't afford it all. Great one.
And then we've got Joanna, who says, today I'm excited to ride my pony Basil, but I'm worried that I might fall off.
I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm really jealous actually that you've got a pony though, but maybe that's made up. We've got Cheryl saying it was exciting to sing, but it worried her that she would make a mistake. So she was excited to get up and sing. She was a wee bit worried that she maybe sang the song wrong.
I think we'll go with our last one from me. I was excited about buying stuff, but then I was worried that I couldn't buy my needs.
Super. Well done, everyone. We've had some great sentences there, and I can see lots of you trying to get both of the words into the same sentence, so really challenging yourselves. That's great. Thank you.
So the way that you feel is not fixed. You experience one emotion at a certain point. It is important to remember that this does not mean that you will feel like this forever. Changing feelings and learning how to manage your feelings is all linked to our well-being. Now, just a little tip that well-being is about feeling good and functioning well.
Do you know, Lisa, I think that because they did so well with the sentences, we could give them a little challenge this week. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a good idea.
So, with that in mind then, here's your challenge for this week's activity. I wonder if you could, at home, either write down or post a comment any words that associate with good well-being. So if you can think of any words that would be associated with good well-being, remember Lisa just told us that well-being is about feeling good and functioning well, so any words that would associate with that, could you leave them for us as a comment? Let's see if anyone can get any in.
That's
This is a tricky one. I think this is quite tricky.
So I've got being healthy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Well done, you were first. And we've got Nayab saying health as well. Super.
Joanna, who says
that's a great one. Yep, positive. We've got lots of healthies coming in. Did you think of any, Lisa?
So I was thinking about appreciative. I think that's a really good one for well-being, that you feel appreciated.
Yeah, that is a great one. I was kind of thinking of contented. So we had that as a feeling, I think, in the first session. So if you feel content, you feel happy. That was a good one that I kind of thought of. Super. Sometimes people spend more money than they have, and then they end up owing it back. So this might be to a bank. If they borrow it from the bank, they owe it back to the bank. And this is known as debt, and it can really affect a person's well-being. So here I have a diagram of a heart, a head, and some hands, and I think we can see them on the screen as well, to represent those of a person who's in debt. So your task is to think about how this person might feel, how this person might think, and what actions this person might take. If you're unable to comment, or if you would rather, you could do it at home, but what we thought might be a good idea is you send in your comments about what this person might feel, what they might think in their head, and what actions they might take, and I'll write it in and we'll come up with a shared diagram. So if you can think about how a person in debt might feel, you might put heart or feel and then whatever your answer is. If you think about something that they might think, Then you might put think or thoughts and then your answer. And if you think about the actions they might take, you could either put hand or actions and then your answer. So if you want to do one for each one, then you can. If you want to just choose one, then that's up to you.
Thanks, Miss McPherson. And while we're waiting on some of the comments to come through, I'll start us off by adding frustrated to our heart.
Frustrated.
Because I think it's a good way to describe how someone in debt would be feeling. I'll also add, I'm silly for getting into debt, into the head, because that's how a person might think. And finally, I'll do all three for you, Miss McPherson. Under the hand section, I would like to create a plan on how to pay back my money, because this is the sensible thing to do to try and get rid of my debt.
They are great ideas, Lisa, and I've added them all. I know it's really small, so you probably won't be able to see them, but I've added them all to our shared diagram while we're waiting for the comments to come in. I actually think that some people have sent some in. So for the heart, I can see we've got nervous. That's a good one. So I'll add that in, nervous.
We've got feelings as well for sad.
Sad, yep. Got
Another
that in.
thing would be worried.
Worried.
And we've also got stressed as a feeling.
Yep, that's a great one. You might feel a wee bit stressed about it. I'll add that one in.
So we've got Joanna, who's in the head section, got things will never get better.
I'll
And
add
in
that
the actions, we've got ask for help from Joanna also.
Super. So ask for help. I wonder if anyone could build on Joanna's answer and tell us who you might ask for help.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And see Cheryl's written devastated for the heart, so I'll add that in.
Yep. And we've got Paul, who's got shocked.
Shocked. Upset, maybe as well. And I think Keris was as building on Joanna's answer, like I said, and she said family. She said family. Kathleen's also said parents, and Wendy's agreed with family as well. So we'll write parents and family in.
Yep, and Samia has got the bank.
Oh, that's a good one as well.
And so has Tabitha, yeah. So quite a few people coming in with the bank now as well.
Super. I wonder if we should just flip to our families to see if they've got any ideas. So let's go to Gracie first. Have you got anything you'd like to add, and I'll write it in for you, Gracie?
For the heart, we've got worried and scared.
Worried and scared. Super. Not got scared in here yet. I must have missed that one out, so I'll write that in now.
For the head, we've got think negatively because they can't see a way out.
Yep, so they would have negative thoughts.
Actions is ignore it and hope it goes away, which isn't very good.
Well done, Gracie.
Super. I've added them all in. That's great. Thank you. Let's go to Gillian and Sophie then, see if Sophie's got any ideas she would like to be added.
Guilty and savings plans, and for the head, what have I spent this money on?
Yep, they might not realise that they've got so out of control. Yep.
And for the hand, the savings plan.
Plan. Good.
Plan. Super. That's great. Thanks, Sophie. Lisa, was there any more in the comments that you thought we should add?
Joshua for the head said that you shouldn't have spent the money. And one of the other feelings was, I can't remember if we had this one already, Miss McPherson, was upset.
Yeah, we've got that one. That's great. So lots of people come in with great answers. Super. I'll take a wee picture of that and I'll put it in the comments after this so that everyone can see our shared heart, head and hands. Well done to everyone who commented and to our connected families, because there were some great ideas that even I hadn't thought of. Very well thought out. We're now going to try a quick 4-question quiz to see what you have learnt today. So you can either write your answers down on paper at home, or you can comment them below for us to see before we reveal the correct answers. So Lisa, let's just test our knowledge, see who's really been listening to us. Number one, what is an emotion? So that was right at the very beginning of the session. We spoke about what an emotion was. So can you remember what is an emotion? We'll just see who can be first in the comments. Just refreshing them here to see if anyone's got it in yet. There's still some people sending things in. Yep, we've got Keris. An emotion is how you feel inside. Super. So we've also got Cheryl saying a feeling.
Yeah, we've got quite a few people coming back with a feeling. So, yeah, it's a strong feeling caused by a situation or a person is how an emotion is described in the dictionary.
Super. Number two, what does well-being mean to you? So what does well-being mean to you? So what do you think well-being is? Lisa gave us a wee hint for this before I asked you to do the word association type thing. So can you remember what does well-being mean? And let's see if we can join. Let's go Sophie and Gillian and see if Sophie can tell us what well-being means to her.
Feeling good and functioning well.
Feeling good, and what was the last bit? Sorry, I didn't hear that bit.
Functioning well.
Functioning well. Super. Hit the nail right on the head, didn't you, Lisa? That's exactly what you were going to say. Great work, Sophie. Thanks. And we've got people at home saying about keeping healthy. So we spoke about healthy being related to that. Yep. Staying fit and healthy from Wendy as well. So, yep, great answers. Number three, how might debt impact someone's feelings? So if someone gets themselves into a wee bit of debt, how might that impact their feelings? And we'll join Gracie and see if she can tell us anything about this one.
It might make them feel bad.
It might make them feel a wee bit bad, wouldn't it? It might be a wee bit of have a negative impact on their feelings. Great, Gracie, thank you. Let's see if we've got any comments in as well, Lisa, about this one. Got Keris again saying very nervous and anxious inside. That's a good one. Good way of describing how someone might feel.
And then we've got Katie.
Got angry. Got Nayab saying stress or worried. So they might feel a wee bit stressed and worried about how they're going to be able to pay it back.
We've got Adam who says devastated.
Yep. And one that I was thinking about as well that no one's said yet is guilty. They might feel a wee bit guilty as well.
You've
so number four then.
The side, Miss McPherson, that they might actually feel motivated to try and find a way to pay this back. So a positive side of it.
Oh, that's great, because we're always trying to find the positives in things. That's what we were saying. Try and have a more positive outlook than a negative one. So that's great, actually, Lisa. They might feel motivated to pay it back. Good one. Number four then, what actions could someone take who is in debt? So what could you do if you get yourself into a little bit of debt? What could they do to get themselves out of it? Let's see who's going to be first in the comments for this last one. Still got lots and lots of feelings coming in.
So we've got Katie who says, ask someone for help.
Super, that's right. And we spoke before about how we could ask the bank or our parents or someone in our family who we trust. And that's just important for everything, not just money. So if we have any problem at all, then we just need to speak to someone who we feel is approachable and we trust. But if it's money related, obviously the bank are always there to help. So let's finish off our session then with some quick quiz questions, which is some time in the session to answer some of your great questions about money. We don't have a lot of time, but we'll try and get through as many questions as we can. So if you can think of a question that you'd like to ask Lisa while she's here and we've got expertise here with us, then feel free to post it in the comments for us, and we'll just flip to Gracie to see if she's got a question that she'd like to ask first while we're waiting on them coming through.
Is it bad to be in debt?
Is it bad to be in debt? So no, it isn't, Gracie. Sometimes people have to be in debt, and a lot of times things such as a mortgage is classed as debt, and a lot of people need to take out a mortgage to be able to buy their house. So that wouldn't be classed as bad debt. It would become bad if you were continually getting into debt and you couldn't see a way out and you were just continually spending money that wasn't yours.
Super, thanks Gracie. Let's see, someone at home. I'm trying to just refresh my comments. How many people ask the bank for help daily? Don't know if you know that one, Lisa. That's maybe one to put you right on the spot. That's from Wendy.
Yeah, so I don't know a number to put on that, Wendy. However, we do have customers on a daily basis who will be asking for a review of their accounts to try and help them. And it might not be that they're in debt, but what they do is they're wanting to review their accounts just to make their account work harder for them so that they've got more money to spend on their wants at the end of the month.
Super, thanks. We've got Paul. What do you do when you run out of money?
So if you run out of money, then you have to wait until you get more money, till you can spend more. But what you could do is budget a little bit better and have a bit more of a plan in place so that when you have that money, it can last you until your next payday, still ensuring that you've got your needs covered. If you are struggling with that, then again, you need to maybe speak to the bank or Citizens Advice to see about how you could maybe make your money work harder.
Super. We've got Alice, who's 9, asking, how do you get out of debt?
Good question, Alice. There's lots of different ways to get out of debt, and it depends on what way you're in debt. For example, if you have an overdraft on your account where you've borrowed some money from the bank, then you would pay that back when you could. And if you couldn't pay it all back at the one time, you'd pay some interest. Things like loans and mortgages, you take over a certain period of time, a number of years, and you pay the same amount back every month until it's all paid off.
Super, thanks. We're really running out of time, but I just want to ask very quickly if Sophie has a question that she'd like to ask.
What happens when you can't repay your debt?
It's a very good question, Sophie. So if you can't pay your debt, the best thing to do is go into your bank and have a review of your accounts, because you might be paying for things that you don't need, such as wants like Sky Television, Virgin Television, those things you don't physically need. So we would look to review them and see if you can stop paying for any of your wants to ensure that you've got enough money for your needs and to pay back the money that you owe.
Super, thanks Sophie. Lots of great questions today, Lisa, but I think we ran out of time there. So if you asked a question and we didn't get to answer it, then please do try and join us next week and ask it again, and we'll do our best to answer it then.
Yeah, and Miss McPherson, just before we finish up, I have a few top tips on how to feel good about money, and it's from the mental health charity called Mind. So talk things through with someone that you trust, get organised, have a plan in place, look after yourself, and always seek further advice and support, and that can be from a grown up or your bank or Citizens Advice.
Great tips, Lisa, thanks. It's so important that we look after and be kind to ourselves, especially during this time.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us today, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. And remember, you can always log on to the My MoneySense website to learn more whilst at home. Why not try and have a go at our money and mood interactive activity to help you learn a little bit more about the topic that we've covered today? The My MoneySense website includes lots of fun games, videos, and it has articles for your grown-ups to learn too.
Yes, you should definitely visit the My MoneySense website. Thank you for joining us and for all your hard work during today's session. We hope you enjoyed participating, and we look forward to seeing you next MoneySense Monday when we'll be learning about money around the world. Have a great day, take care, and stay safe. Bye.